Many years ago, in the lively village of Agulu, there lived a little girl named Amaka. Amaka was very smart, very, very smart. She was the kind of child that could read a book once and remember every details in it. In her school, her teachers loved her. They believed Amaka was a star. Even some of her classmates envied her, while some admired her. The belief that she would make it in life all because of her brain, how smart she was. Amaka's parents were also proud of her because anytime Amaka's father would be talking to a friend or a relative, he will not fail to mention Amaka, my daughter, the pride in my family. She would be a doctor one day and she will carry us out of poverty. Even Amaka's mother was not left out. She would make mouth anytime they bring up Amaka in any discussion because Amaka truly was very brilliant. But there was one person who was not happy. His name was Chidi, Amaka's elder brother. Chidi was different. He was not dull, but Chidi was just lazy. If Amaka would be busy studying inside the room using the small lantern, late at night, you would always see Amaka reading. Chidi on the other side, he would always be outside playing drafts or gisting with his friends. Better still, they will be playing football together. He was never serious with his studies. You can never for once see Chidi carrying book to read. Even during early morning, Amaka would wake up very early to sweep, cook, and then read before she left for school. Chidi would be sleeping on top of the bed like a king until the sun was high. Even sometimes, the mother would be the one to go and wake him up. Go and get ready for school. It is already late. After Chidi managed to go and bathe and get ready for school, food will already be waiting for him. The same one that Amaka made when she woke up early in the morning. And the parents never bothered him to do any chores or cook. Amaka had always been the one doing all that by assisting the mother, or sometimes she would do it all because she got used to it at a tender age. Still, Chidi was bitter. He hated how everyone praised Amaka. He hated how she was the hope of the family. Then, one fateful day, a big good news came to Amaka's family. Amaka had once written a national exam. Out of thousands of students Amaka was chosen, she had won a full scholarship to study medicine in the UK. The whole house were busy rejoicing. The father even called the pastor to come and pray for her daughter. Amaka's mother was the happiest among all. So, just like that, my beautiful daughter would enter a lone plane. Oh, hey, so you are going to fly out, go to abroad, meet white people. Chai, Amaka, I am so proud of you, my child. Finally, God has answered our prayers. Finally, this poverty will end. Kai, thank you, God. But Chidi sat in a corner. He was really angry. He did not clap for his sister. He did not dance with the mother. He was just standing there, angrily looking at them. As everyone was celebrating, Chidi angrily stormed inside his room. He couldn't believe his eyes and ears. What just happened? So this small girl that I am older than will fly abroad before me? She'll become a doctor while I, the first son, will sit here jobless? Never. I will never allow that happen. Meanwhile, few weeks later, the scholarship letter and everything Amaka needed arrived. It was sent through the post office. Amaka was in school when the letter arrived. Her mother had to send Chidi to go and collect it since Amaka was not around. My son, since you are passing by the post office, please stop and bring Amaka's letter. It is very important that you handle those documents with care. Do not do anything silly. You can see that your sister had made all of us proud. Chidi went immediately. As he got to the post office and received the letter, it was written boldly in front of the letter, Amaka's name. Then, congratulations, you have been awarded a scholarship to study medicine in the United Kingdom. Chidi, after reading that, opened the envelope before he even got home. As he read what was written inside, his heart was beating so fast. He saw golden chance before his eyes. He stopped walking. He stood by the roadside, breathing heavily. If I take this letter home, Amaka will go to UK. But if I hide it, if things change, then maybe I can go instead. At that moment, his jealousy swallowed him. He folded the letter and hid it in his shirt. When he got home, the mother asked him, Chidi, did you collect the letter I told you to collect? Mama, they said nothing came today. Maybe tomorrow, that's what the man said. But Amaka's mother was confused. That's not possible. I received a mail that it has arrived. That one is not good though. But anyways, if the delivery guy told you tomorrow, let's leave it tomorrow then. 2 days passed and Amaka kept on asking about the scholarship letter. But the mother kept on telling her that they said it has not arrived. And that kept Amaka in dark. She was really bothered because without the scholarship letter, she cannot be able to travel outside the country. And the mother did not even bother to go to the post office and confirm by herself that truly the letter has not arrived. She based all things she was saying on what Chidi told her. It was Chidi that kept on going out, coming back and giving her all the false information just so he could prolong the whole thing and time will pass. Then, Chidi came up with a very brilliant idea. One day, he entered Amaka's room and said to her, I have something to tell you, something very important. Amaka turned looking confused. Is that why you are looking sad? I hope there is no problem. What is it, Chidi? I just saw something now online. I heard it from someone in town, but I decided to Google it. They said the scholarship program that you did and it was given to you, that it has been cancelled for this year. That government did not release money. Amaka's heart ran fast. What? Cancelled? No now, Chidi, that cannot be true. I worked so hard. I passed. I saw my name on the list. This is not fair. Chidi shook his head slowly, pretending to pity her. Chai, my sister, life is not fair, Sometimes, even when we try, things fail. We pick up our lives and move again. Don't cry too much, okay? You can try again next year. There is always a chance, okay? But Amaka was not even after the encouragement he was giving her. She was really down. All her dreams, all the efforts, everything just go down the drain. As Chidi walked out of that room, he was so happy. He has gotten the chance that he has been waiting for a long time ago. He lied to Amaka and Amaka believed him. Days later, after he told Amaka about the bad news, Chidi began his wicked plan. He took the letter he has hidden. He forged documents. He changed his name. And he replaced Amaka's photo with his own, changed Amaka's name to his own, and even stole Amaka's birth certificate. Piece by piece, he built a new identity. And because no one suspected him, it was so easy for someone to be able to help him do that cleverly. So he thought. When the day of the departure came, Chidi lied to the whole family and told his parents and sister, I got a contract in Lagos, so a friend of mine contacted me. I'll be traveling tomorrow. The father was so proud of him. Wow, that is good, my son. No? At least you are trying. Her mother prayed for him. May God bless your hustle. Come back successful. Amen. Amen. He kept on shouting. But Chidi was not going to Lagos. He was going to the airport. He carried the forged papers, and no one knew how Chidi was able to bypass. He used his forged papers and bought the flight that was meant for Amaka. As the plane took off, he was so happy. Child, this is how my life changed. Back at home, Amaka was broken. She still could not believe the news. Every night she cried on her pillow. Her mother tried all she could to comfort her. My daughter, wipe your tears. Maybe God has another plan. But Mama, I don't understand though. Why would God let this kind of thing pass me? Only for the program to be cancelled? Child, this is so unfair. My dear, sometimes life is cruel, but don't give up. Keep reading, keep hoping. That this happened now does not mean it will happen again. We are going to apply next year. Write the exam. I am sure you, my brilliant daughter, you will pass, okay? Amaka nodded, but inside, she was still hurting. She had no idea that her own brother was the thief that took her future. Meanwhile, Chidi landed abroad. He took pictures at the airport. He paused behind beautiful buildings just to show off and tell everyone that he had landed UK. New life, new beginning. He posted one of the pictures on Facebook and Instagram and put that caption. Even some people in the village saw it. And that was how the parents found out that Chidi had traveled abroad. When one of Amaka's mother's friend came to the house and showed Amaka the picture of her brother in UK, Amaka was confused. Auntie, what's going on here? I thought Chidi said he was going to Lagos. But this looks like abroad though. This looks like UK. Like, how? So quickly? Is that how fast they do papers and how fast they do this thing? Because this is so confusing. But the auntie told her, me, I don't know. You people are the one that is supposed to tell us the good news. Because you're supposed to be the one to first share the news that Chidi actually traveled out of the country. But to the auntie's surprise, not even Chidi's father knew that Chidi had traveled out. It was even strangers that came to tell his own family that he had traveled out of the country. The father was grateful and happy. At least his son made the right decision. The reason why he did not carry them along, he does not know. Or maybe one day he will explain. After all that happened, life became hard for Amaka. Her dreams were gone. Her brother was abroad. And her parents were aging. She could not sit idle. So, Amaka thought of what she could do now that she has finished secondary school. And there is no way she could move to the university because her parents could not afford it. She had to start doing menial jobs like fetching water for the neighbors, washing clothes for women so that she could get paid. She sold groundnuts sometimes in the market so that she would not sit idle and do nothing. And anytime Amaka passed, they will always remember her as the girl who was meant to fly abroad and go and study medicine. But unfortunately, she didn't. And people pitied her. This made Amaka so sad. But she just ignored everything and moved past it. Years passed and no one has heard from Chidi. After that post he made that he snapped at the airport, no one has heard anything from him. Not even a call to his parents. Not even any text message. He just vanished. And this bothered the parents, but there is nothing they could do. They were keeping their hopes alive that nothing bad has happened to Chidi. Then one day, as Amaka was coming back after washing clothes for one of her clients, she saw two people talking about something. She stood beside there and overheard it. That the scholarship sponsors were coming to town and they are inviting all the students that were given scholarship to go study abroad, which Amaka was one of them. They wanted to meet the students, they wanted to hear their story, and they wanted them to encourage other young girls. When Amaka heard this, she froze. She was really in shock. She couldn't believe her ears. "Mama, did you hear?" The mother replied, "Yes, so I heard. Mama, they think I went to abroad, but I never did." Ha, Chineke, God abeg, what kind of shame is this? Well, it does not matter. Since you did not get your letter, that will be justified. Do not bother anything. Once they come to this house, tell them what happened and don't feel ashamed. Amaka then agreed. Few days later, the sponsor arrived in their house. They came with cameramen. They greeted Amaka's father and asked him, "Please, where is Amaka, your daughter, the one who studied abroad with our scholarship? She is supposed to be back by now." Amaka's father was really looking tense too, because he doesn't even know how to tell them that Amaka never left Nigeria. He turned towards the mother, and the mother then turned towards Amaka, who was standing beside her. "This is Amaka. Here is my daughter." Amaka stepped forward, but Amaka was not looking like someone that have left the country. Because of the way she has been working so hard, she looked even way more slimmer. The sponsors were shocked. This is impossible. This cannot be the girl we sponsored. But where is her certificate? Where are her records? Tears started streaming down on Amaka's face. She couldn't even talk. She was just standing there, speechless. The sponsors were still staring at her, asking her to talk. Why is she not saying anything? But Amaka was too weak to tell them. But she managed to open her mouth. "Well, it is so unfortunate that I did not travel out of the country. It is because my scholarship letter did not come, and there is no way I can go without it. My papers came out. My flight was already booked, but I couldn't receive my scholarship paper, and that was the reason why I did not go." The sponsors were looking at themselves confused. "What are you talking about? That is very, very impossible. We checked all post office and they told us that all the scholarship letters were picked up. There is nothing like it did not come. It was sent on our system. It was sent through the post office, and the post office people confirmed that it was picked up. So what are you talking about? What is going on here?" Amaka was standing there looking shocked and confused too, because she wasn't the one that picked it. One of the sponsors opened his phone and started going through some files on the phone. After searching through and searching through, she couldn't see anything reasonable that made sense. She then told Amaka, "This scholarship has not been cancelled and you have not been forgotten. Okay? Maybe something happened somewhere. You should have reached out to us. You should have sent us a mail or call us on the phone. You shouldn't let this kind of opportunity slip you by just like that. It's written and it's on our record that you traveled out of the country. If you are the one, Amaka, standing in front of us, then who then traveled out of the country with your slots? There is something wrong here. This is fraud though. This is betrayal though. But we are going to look into this matter very well before coming back. Please be rest assured that something will be done." Amaka felt a glimmer of hope again. She smiled for the first time in years. 1 week passed after the sponsors came. Amaka kept on praying, kept on hoping. Her mother kept on encouraging her, telling her to calm down, that God's time is the best. They will find out what happened. They will find the truth. After a whole week of waiting, the sponsors came back. When they came back, they summoned Amaka, the mother and the father, and they asked where Chidi is. The mother explained to them that Chidi traveled abroad and they have not heard from him. The sponsor smiled. Abroad call. Well, we found out something. Someone stole your identity, Amaka, and it is so unfortunate that it comes from someone that you love, someone that you care about, and someone that is your blood. Amaka then asked the man what he's talking about. The man now said, your brother, Chidi, stole your identity. I do not know who gave him that kind of stupid idea, but he had the mind to travel out with fake documents. Does he think he was going to Nigeria? I do not really understand. So he does not know that UK is not an African country where you can do anyhow. Everything is documented. If you come in there with a fake ID, it is either you go straight to prison or you will be deported. And from our findings, the person that stole your identity was deported 5 years ago, which means your brother Chidi is in Nigeria. But where is he? And why is he not here? You people have to find a way to bring him down here. He must pay for the consequences of his action. He's not going to hide forever. What he committed is a crime. If he comes here, confesses by himself, he's going to get a shorter punishment. But if he doesn't, and we trace him and found him, he's going to spend a long time in prison. If you have his number, start calling him now to come back here and answer for himself. Amaka's mother picked up her phone, tried the number Chidi was using before he traveled abroad, and to her surprise, the number was going. But Chidi did not pick his calls. Amaka's mother kept on calling and calling, but Chidi didn't pick any of the calls that was coming in. The sponsors now face Amaka's parents. See, your son will face the law. You people should find a way to get him to come and surrender himself. With that, I will show him mercy. But if he doesn't, I am sorry. What will happen next will be out of our hands. As for you, Amaka, do not worry. It turns out that the next set of people that were to travel out with the scholarship, they were about to leave in the next 2 weeks. But Amaka, you were given slots to join them. Your papers, everything will be finalized within a week. With our connections, you're going to leave this country by 2 weeks' time with the other people that also won the scholarship as at this year. Amaka could not believe her ears. She was so happy. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma. God bless you for giving me this opportunity. You would never regret it. Amaka's mother hugged her tightly. You see, my daughter, God never sleep. Oh. You see, the only mistake we did, in fact, I was the fool. I trusted your brother too much. So he went and picked up your scholarship letter few years ago and hid it. Ha! Chidi, is that how wicked you are to your own sister? I never believed in this life that Chidi could do something like this to you. I am so sorry, Amaka. Find a place in your heart to forgive your mother. I was so careless. But how would I have known that your brother would do this kind of thing? Thank you, God, for letting Amaka's shame to be turned to joy. Now my daughter will travel out truly. In just 1 week and 4 days, Amaka's papers arrived. Both the scholarship letter, it was not sent through the post office again. It was delivered to her doorstep. Her full scholarship, her living allowance, traveled, pay in full. She was so happy. She was so excited. She kept on hugging her mother, crying tears of joy. She was also hugging her father, thanking God that her sorrow finally turned to joy. As they were celebrating, Amaka Amaka's mother received a call. It was from Chidi. As she picked up, she didn't even tell Chidi anything. The only thing she told Chidi was to come back home and make sure he's at home in the next 24 hours. If not, he will regret his life. And he will be disowned as the son of the family. After Chidi heard all the threats, he had no option than to return back home. The day he came back home turns out to be the day Amaka was to leave for the airport. The car that was supposed to pick her up was already in front of their house. They have packed everything she needed. As Chidi came back, the mother welcomed him with a very beautiful slap. The slap was really hot. Mama, I'm sorry. He knelt down and started begging. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do anything stupid though. So you knew that what you did was stupid. You forged documents, took your sister's place. You cheated your own sister. Your only sister, Chidi. Is that how heartless you are? Chidi then dropped to his knee, knowing that everyone had already found out what he did. Please, Mama, forgive me. I was just being stupid. I was jealous. I was angry. I couldn't bear her go to UK, go and become a doctor, come back here to come and gloat in front of me, while I, the first son, will remain here jobless. Mama, I thought if I go abroad, everything will be fine for us. Shame on you, Chidi. Shame on you. Just then, Amaka came out and saw him. She wanted to go and enter the car and leave without even talking to him. She was so pissed off. But Chidi stopped her. I'm sorry, Amaka. I know I did you bad. I did you dirty. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I know you fat. I know you will not even forgive me. Just find a way in your heart to forgive me for what I did. Please. Amaka turned and then said to him, you don't need my forgiveness, Chidi. What you did was so evil. But it is fine as well. I paid for it for years. I think now is the time for you to pay for your own sins. You better go to the police station and confess what you did. Because if those sponsors come here and arrest you, I am sorry. Whatever happens to you, that is your cup of tea. Amaka entered the car, but before she did that, she faced her mother. She hugged her mother tightly. Her mother then said to her, be a good girl, okay? Yes, Mama. I will not disappoint you and Papa. I will study hard and I will come back a doctor. I will build a hospital here. Thank you for believing in me, Mama. Thank you for not letting my spirits go down even where I was so down. Thank you. I promise not to let the two of you down. And that was how Amaka entered the car and the driver left with her. After Amaka left, Chidi went straight to the father, knelt down and started begging him. But the man too was so disappointed in him. You are my son, my only son for that matter. But this is how you ruined your life. This is how you decided to pay your sister back. I am so disappointed though. But the only thing I could say is that I don't have any other son, Chidi. You will pay for the consequences of your action. Better go and confess so that they will give you a shorter sentence. By the time you are done, you come back, you start your life again and start to build again. Because like this, the only child I have is Amaka. You are not part of it. As Amaka's father was talking to Chidi, Amaka's mother had already called the sponsors that the son has arrived. They should come and arrest him. And in less than 30 minutes, they stormed Amaka's house and they arrested Chidi. Chidi went to the police station and confessed his sins. He was jailed, but fortunately for him, because of his confession, he was given a lesser sentence. Years passed. Amaka studied abroad and graduated as a doctor. She kept on communicating with her parents while she was there. And because it was a student visa, she was given some particular hours to work. And she kept on sending her parents little money they could use to feed because they were getting really old. After she finally graduated, She came back home very proud. The parents were also proud of her, sighting her. They hugged her and welcomed her back to the new house Amaka had been sending money for them to build and move in. Amaka made her parents so proud, while Chidi was later released from prison, but he did not have the mind to come back home. Rather, he left the village. He went to another city to start his life all over again. He learned his lesson the hard way. He only tried to reach out to his sister through phone and see if Amaka would forgive him. But Amaka do not want anything to do with him. Envy destroys faster than poverty. What belongs to another can never bring you peace. Hello besties. Did Amaka do the right thing by not forgiving the brother despite going back to the UK, studying, graduated, and come back a doctor? What do you think, besties? Please give me your comments in the comment section. And don't forget to tell me what you learned from this story. Thank you for watching, and please give this story a thumbs up if you enjoy it. And do not forget to click that subscribe button and also share with your friends and loved ones. Your favorite storyteller here. Until next time, goodbye and stay blessed.